첨가제나 이런 거 많이 안 넣었다는 생각이 들고
국산이니까 믿을만하고
초록색의 느낌이 약간 깨끗하고 신선한 느낌이 들어요.
Who is this? The most admired company in Korea. Number 1 on the Korea Well-Being Consumer Index. And great workplace in Korea. By producing close to nature, pure and wholesome foods. By fulfilling customer satisfaction and being true to its values through righteous-minded management. Its motto is to love both humanity and Mother Nature. Pulmuone practices the true meaning of LOHAS. Pulmuone began as a small organic greengrocer in 1981, when the term organic was unknown to many Koreans. Since then, it has grown into Korea's leading food company with annual revenues of more than 1 trillion won and an ambitious goal of delivering revenues of 5 trillion won by 2017. Strong beliefs held by Mr. Won Kyung-sun. Our customers' love and support have been the driving forces behind our success. Love for our neighbors refers to the idea of sharing close to nature, fresh and safe foods with everyone. Respect for lives refers to the idea that people's health is linked to the health of Mother Nature. All this means the health of our land and soil is directly linked to the health of people. More broadly speaking, it leads to the collective health of nature and our planet. The two aforementioned spirits have been Pulmuone's brand spirit. Pulmuone is now laying down new criteria in food value, taking the lead in creating a wholesome food culture.
하늘 아래 생명 아닌 게 어디 있나? 하늘처럼 소중히 해야지.
자연의 생명이 사람의 생명입니다. 생명을 하늘처럼.
Pulmuone authentic wholesome foods begin with the introduction and implementation of new food safety management standards. Its producers are strictly supervised to ensure that ingredients used are safe. Pesticide residue on agricultural produce are under stringent and thorough control. And the company applies the no-use principle of irradiated raw materials and genetically modified foods. No single chemical additive is used under its no additives principle, and it produces trans fat-free products. In addition, it adheres to the concept of animal well-being, using only animals that are grown in a safe and pleasant environment. It is the first company in the food industry to introduce the full disclosure system, fully disclosing information about its food materials. Consumers also have full access to information about the whole production process through the transparent food tracking system. Pulmuone applies stricter criteria than the required by the government. Why? The production of wholesome foods is the most critical value and responsibility of a food company. Pulmuone tofu products and bean sprouts represent these values. 30 years ago, Pulmuone introduced hygienically packaged tofu products to the market when unsafe and unhygienic tofu sold in a box was the norm. And years ago, when the toxic bean sprout scandal broke out and shocked the nation, Pulmuone offered people a wholesome food alternative. The introduction of Pulmuone's hygienically packaged tofu products and bean sprouts was not just great food innovation or the upgrading of Korean culinary culture to the next level, but it was also the very beginning of truly wholesome food production. Although in the wake of a series of disgraceful food scandals, consumers had lost some confidence in the food industry, Pulmuone provides safe and reliable products to consumers, continuing its efforts to create an even healthier food culture. Unconventional fresh ramen that has not been fried in oil. Nature is delicious. Eco salt produced on mud flats in the traditional way. Chemical and acid-free laver, cultivated without using the acidizing process. 100% fresh fruit juice with no additives. I'm real. Processed food is a threat to children's health. To help kids eat a balanced diet and to improve their physical health, Pulmuone has developed food products exclusively for children. My Kid. Pulmuone's endeavors to produce safe food products will continue so that my family can consume safe and reliable foods. Rather than using fancy words and strong flavors, Pulmuone and its affiliates run their businesses with the philosophy of developing products which puts freshness and safety of foods first. Foodburst only picks and chooses food materials that have been proven safe by the Food Safety Center verification system and distributes them. ECMD specializes in group meal services plus the restaurant and concession business, providing people safe and healthy food anytime, anywhere. And Pulmuone Health and Living helps people eat a balanced diet to improve the health of modern lives. Orga Whole Foods leads the eco-friendly trends in the retail distribution market, emphasizing the importance of wholly perfect food products in every aspect such as taste, nutrition, safety, etc. Pulmuone's aim is to provide even safer food products. It offers established food products and services, maintaining strong consumer confidence. Pulmuone's philosophy, which led to the idea of authentic wholesome foods, is more widely applied today. The philosophy has been expanded into the areas of corporate social responsibility and to the protection of the Earth's environment. Based on its spirit of love for our neighbors and respect for lives, both executives and employees at Pulmuone voluntarily participate in CSR activities. Pulmuone is creating a new corporate culture, which is the modern society desperately needs. Pulmuone's CSR focus has always been on kids.
원재료명에 어떤 첨가물이 들어있는지 꼭 확인해야 돼요.
The Authentic Wholesome Foods campaign is aimed to educate primary school children in understanding what wholesome food is, so that they can choose appropriate foods from a flood of choices, which include unhealthy and hazardous foods. Pulmuone produces and sells food products, but that is not all it does. Pulmuone offers perfect criteria to help consumers understand the concept of wholesome foods and to pick and choose the right one. On top of this, the Goodbye Atopy campaign to help ensure kids' health and happiness. As we live on and share the planet Earth together, CSR is yet another critical value of Pulmuone. For a world and a society where people live together harmoniously, Pulmuone strives to expand its efforts to protect the environment. In an effort to deal with climate change, the hottest and latest environmental issue, Pulmuone tofu products obtained carbon labeling, the first in the industry. It also joins efforts to reduce carbon emissions by producing low-carbon items with the view of saving the planet. Moreover, Pulmuone is preserving healthy ecosystems by operating ecological factory systems that use clean fuels and renewable energy to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It also creates artificial wetlands that purify factory wastewater and sewages. The spirit of love for our neighbors represents the idea that everyone should be given access to hygienic and safe foods. Now, Pulmuone is aiming to become a global LOHAS company beyond its borders. Pulmuone currently advanced into the US, China, Japan, and Europe, with the aim of developing wholesome foods to every corner of the world. Pulmuone is globally practicing its spirit of love for our neighbors and respect for lives. We are striving to grow into the most trustworthy and beloved LOHAS company in the world. Pulmuone has moved forward, and its most important principle has been offering only authentic wholesome foods for the sake of my family's health and happiness. The spirit. Pulmuone promises to keep this spirit and value unchanged forever. Authentic wholesome foods always come with the name Pulmuone.